lived in Alabama up until 4 years ago, at which point I moved to D.C. Back when I was in Alabama, I was in a marriage for 12 years. And so that ended in 2015. The marriage was dead. The marriage was dead after like the first year or so. And she and I both knew it. But because of the way you're supposed to be and, you know, religious beliefs and whatever, you know, we decided we're going to make this work. Or, well, actually, I should say I decided I was going to make it work. She just kind of was along for the ride, I guess.
Who filed for the divorce?
She filed.
Okay.
She filed. And I think she was looking for a reason, actually, the entire time to get up. As a matter of fact, yeah, Becca, wow, it was a depressing thing that, like after the first, I don't know, I'm going to say 6 months or so, she separated from me, moved back in with her parents for like a month. And I remember her reason for coming back was she said her parents just annoyed her too much. Like there was never any, you know, I miss you and I realized we can make this work.
Right.
But no, it was like, yeah, they
annoyed
the hell out of me. They just pissed me off. So yeah, I guess I'm stuck with you. So during the divorce, which took an entire year, by the way, she was looking to get as much out of that as possible, like financial wise. It was a very tough financial situation for me, extremely tough. I was having to pay, like, it started out as the percentage of my income at the time was, I think, 43%. 43% of everything that I made was having to go toward her. So I had to figure out a way to just make more money. So anyway, yeah, then this past October, she passed away. I thought at this point that everything would be ended. Oh, which, by the way, so this financial agreement was for 5.5 years total, which was scheduled to end this month, June the 30th.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to ask you a question like I don't know the story right, but it's an important part.
Yes.
Was she with anybody else? Like after she left you?
After she left me, she immediately remarried. The state of Alabama says you have to
get money?
Yeah, I still have to pay. Still, I had to pay the entire 5.5 years. Yeah.
Although when you get remarried, the alimony.
Under normal circumstances in normal states, that is how it is. But in the state of Alabama, the way this worked out, she was legally disabled, and that was a big, huge factor in the state of Alabama, because if you stay married to a person for at least 10 years in the state of Alabama, you can and will be forced to pay alimony for life. And so during this the time that the divorce was going on, she told me, she said, she, you know, through her lawyer or whatever, said, yeah, you're going to pay me for life, and here's how much I want.
Is that why she stayed?
Yeah, do you think she stayed that long just to get that?
But, well, I mean, I do know that she didn't just wait exactly 10 years, though. It was like, it was 12. You know, I talked to my lawyer about this before. I talked to several lawyers about this. I said, is this true? And yeah, like 3 or 4 different lawyers said, yeah, in the state of Alabama, this is how it is. You're basically, when you are married to a disabled person for that long, it's basically assumed that you're bound to them for life, no matter what, even if they marry someone, or even if they leave you.
That's insane.
No, that's not even the bombshell.
That's not. Yeah.
That's
so. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Wait, may I?
Can I?
Yeah. Go ahead. But yeah, there's worse to come. But then she ended up making an offer, an out-of-court offer to me for a certain amount, but that's where this kind of gets weird. Is that this out-of-court agreement was absolutely binding, no matter what. For exactly 5.5 years, a certain amount of money, and so I could take my chance on the alimony, go to court and take a chance on paying alimony for life, or I could take and of course, now alimony alimony ends if and when a person, the recipient, gets remarried. And so I could take a chance on that. I was thinking, okay, so I could, so this chance that she, because I knew she was dating this other person actually, while the divorce was going on. I figured it was about 6 months into the divorce that she and he started dating. And I was thinking, okay, so maybe they'll end up getting married. But if I go that route and she decides not to remarry, then I'm stuck for life, and I have no recourse whatsoever, no legal recourse. So I basically had to take this thing that was absolute 5.5 years, no matter what happens. And so I did that, and that 5.5 years, like I said, ends at the end of this month, June 30th. And so she passed away, and so the man who she married is now in the process of creating an estate account, so that I have to now pay into that account.
No.
Yeah.
So and this is completely legal in the state of Alabama, or at least it was when I went through the divorce. Because they actually changed the law in Alabama about a year to 2 years after the divorce to make that
But you're
whole.
still held to the older.
But I'm
laws.
still, yes,
Oh, wow.
that's right. So now I'm having to pay a man who I've never even met in my life this money, which, you know. So the good news is that it still ends on June the 30th.
That's good.
After which I'm having the biggest party ever.
Right.
Let's go. I'm in.
I've actually talked to Sean about this. It's going to be called Glendependence Day.